Hari Om, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. One of the questions that I get asked quite often is, why do we have so many gods in our culture? I will try to answer that question in this video. Hinduism is interpreted by many as polytheistic religion. The meaning of polytheistic is worship of multiple gods. That interpretation is not accurate. Then why do we have so many gods? Good question. The simple answer is we do not have many gods. We have one God in many forms. Let me try to explain this with the example of fire. Fire, Agni, takes many forms and names. The pure raw version is called as fire. The sacred fire in a yagam is called as homam. The fire on top of a candle is called a candlelight. The fire that heats up a cold house is called a heater. The fire in a small container in the prayer room is called as a diya or a deepam. The fire that cooks food is called a stove. The fire that turns on the ignition of an engine is called a spark from a spark plug. Fire that digests all the food in the human body is called Jatharagni. Same fire takes different forms and different names and serves various purposes based on the need. In the same way, God can be perceived in many forms and names based on the need of the devotee. There is one universal ultimate power which is referred to as the Parabrahma, just like the fire in our example. That Parabrahma is almighty, omnipresent, and is the single source of energy for the entire universe. From there, the Parabrahma takes various forms and names based on the need of the devotee. In Purusha Suktam, that Parabrahma is referred to as Ajayamano Bahuda Vijayate. It means the Lord that does not have and does not need a form, but still takes many forms. For example, if a devotee likes Lord Krishna, the enormous Parabrahma molds into the physical form of Lord Krishna. Devotee is beginning something new and offers prayer. Parabrahma takes the shape of Lord Ganesha and receives the worship of the devotee. Devotee is seeking education, Parabrahma is Mother Saraswati. Devotee is seeking knowledge, Parabrahma is Lord Shiva. Devotee is seeking wealth, Parabrahma takes the form of Lakshmi Devi, and so on and so forth. The fundamental reason behind this is to enhance the experience of worship for the devotee. It is not easy for the human mind to imagine a formless, all-pervading Parabrahma. So the worship becomes directionless and loses its focus. On the other hand, it is easier for the human mind to conceive and hold on to a physical form of the Lord. It is easier to imagine the form of Lord Krishna with yellow silk garments, a flute in his hand, a peacock feather in his crown. It is easier to meditate upon the beautiful, compassionate form of Ganesha with a pleasant elephant face. Or it is as simple as imagining the beautiful form of Mother Durga and visualizing your own mother in her. Personally, my favorite is meditating upon Lord Krishna as he lifts and upholds the Govardhanagiri mountain. All the gopas, cowherds, and other animals rest under the mountain without any fear, and I just become one of them. It reminds me that Lord Krishna will always cast his protection upon all of us and all his devotees. So having so many forms of God, it just simplifies the complicated process of worship and breaks it down, making it accessible for everyone. That is the ease of worship provisioned only in our culture. I'm going to conclude with one last statement and try to bring our example of fire and devotion together. To begin a fire, we light a matchstick, ignite the fuel, and start the fire of our choice and need. In the same way, we must use worship to ignite the devotion towards God. The God can have any name and any form of your choice. It is as simple as that. Sarvam Shri Krishnarpanamastu. Shri Gurubhyo Namah.